we are looking at Finesse Shot Plus from the Premium Season Pass. You've got 23 days to redeem it, and it is for anyone that's 86 max and below, which is pretty crazy because there's some really good options. My immediate thought would be this Gulaire. This card is unbelievably good, and because of the 4-star, 4-star, and just having the playstyles and the kind of bodybuilders card has anyway, Finesse Shot Plus is a really good option to go for. Same with Jared Bowen, believe it or not, because he has low driven and technical. You can also play striker. 4-star, 4-star, Finesse Shot Plus would be really nice on that type of card. Oscar Bob, you could go for if you've got him in your team untradeable. He's got rapid, he's got tricks, he's got technical, tiki-taka, and a Finesse Shot Plus on the top. But just remember, he has only got 3-star weak foot, and he is going to be left-footed on that right-hand side. I know you can play left wing as well, but just keep that in mind when you're looking at these type of cards. You could go for Galaski if you wanted to. That's a joke, obviously. But Sabozlai is fantastic. Gravenberch is a great option. This Jekko SBC that came out a long while ago now. Not a bad card at all, 5-star weak foot. We've got Wanyeri. It's also a really nice card to go for, especially if you got him from the season pass. But again, 3-star weak foot, just keep that in mind. Then we have the likes of Semenyo, who I do like the look of. 5-star weak foot again. Can play left mid, right mid with Finesse Shot Plus being as broken as it is at the moment. Not a terrible choice. Could argue Mateta as well, 5-star weak foot, being lengthy, and of course, not even having Finesse Shot at all. Given that Finesse Shot Plus, and you've got a serious striker. Rodrigo. Now, this is an interesting one because we do get this card from the season pass. So you could essentially put this card on here, Finesse Shot on him, and he's going to be 85 rated with 4 playstyles because it went to a playstyle plus, with a chance of being evoed. And if you wanted to put the World Tour Chemistry card on him as well, you can also do that from either the objectives that are out or the season pass itself. So it is an interesting one. I wouldn't be against it. I think it's a very, very good example. Ben Ram is another really good example of a player who's going to have good with Finesse Shot Plus, with the Saudi links as well. Then we go a little bit further down. Bakambu, who's obviously going to get himself upgrades as he goes along. And if you give him Finesse Shot Plus, he will then basically get himself 4 playstyles on top unless the game bugs out. And you could have a chance of giving him 2 playstyle pluses depending on EA. But it's a bit of a gamble in itself. The same for this Francesco Conceição is again another really good option. But just remember, 3-star weak foot. Any of these live cards, the same thing applies to what I said about with the first player being Bakambu. You can't really go wrong with them. Dolan, if you got that card from a long, long time ago, Sargent or Jensen, any of those cards are going to be fantastic for it. This Dembele card is going to be really good for it as well. Kudus from the Gauntlet, again, another good choice, but as I mentioned, just be careful with the weak foot. Kind of look for those type of players. I think there's going to be some really crazy changes. If you want my honest opinion, I would probably wait until the last couple of days just to see what's out. And if there is a crazy card that you could evo but put Finesse Shot on him first, and then you can basically stack up those stats on top. Or if EA do decide to give us 2 playstyle pluses by that time, you could also go down that route as well. I think Matthias Cunha is another really good version of a card to go for because of his ability to be evoed so many times. But essentially, the lower you go down with these, the better it's going to be. I think Pepe from that SBC, it came out a while ago. It's going to be a nice option because, again, a bit of possibility. Now, Trejo, if you didn't already put him in a crazy Evo chain, I'm pretty sure you could put him Finesse Shot anyway. But if not, you got that option on top. We have got the likes of Aspaz, some informed strikers you could go for. Trossard, you know, depending on what you want. I think Keane's a good base card to go for because, again, high pace, really easy to evo in the future. You could run an Eze card if you haven't evoed that one already. You could be looking at the likes of Kuleveski, for example, Ferran Torres. Very similar to his card last year, 4-star, 4-star. I think if you're looking for like a core card to go for, you're looking for someone who has either a lot of pace, doesn't have Finesse Shot at all, or has at least 5-star weak foot. Ekatite, I think, is a fantastic example of this because, again, I know he hasn't got 5-star, but what he has got is an 83 rated with Finesse Shot Plus and a really high chance of basically being evoed in the future. Openda's another prime example. If you couldn't afford to do that evo that came out, it gave him 5-star weak foot and Finesse Shot Plus. You have got the cheaper version here, 4-star weak foot and Finesse Shot Plus, and then the ability to evo him again down the line. Obviously, Greenwood, we got ourselves Malcolm and Kunku, fantastic players to go for. We've got Vlahovic or maybe potentially a crazy evo with Havertz to put him on. And then the list kind of just goes on. There are obviously other cards out at the moment that you could look at doing that are part of the SBC. So if we were to have a look at SBCs and you're thinking of like, I like the card, but he's lacking the playstyle plus, you could go for those as well. So if we were to have a look at the players, you can see here For example, not Sanchez, obviously, but this Marcus Leonardo is a fantastic one. Di Maria can't. This Rashford card, because he is going to be 86 rated, you could go ahead and put Finesse Shot Plus on the Rashford if you've already picked him. Not a bad choice. Souček if you really wanted to. In terms of anybody else, you've got some of the player of the months here. All three of those can get it. Mbeumo can't because he's already got one, unfortunately. And then, of course, you've also got other players on top of this if you're into your objectives and you're looking at certain objective cards. If we go over to the seasonal, I believe it in, or is it in live events even, you have got the cards of campaign, actually, probably. You've got these cards here, like Shesko is a great example you could go for. David Neres, or if you want to go for this Irvine, or even Lee Canning. You've got some good choices with them as well. So there are multiple players for this. Let me know in the comment section down below who you're going for. I generally think Rashford's going to be the favourite one if you haven't done that already. And I will catch you in the next one.